Have you ever walked into a room and felt it? That heaviness, like the air itself is watching you. No sounds, no movement, just a quiet that feels wrong. That's how it started for Ben. And no, this isn't just a ghost story. It's not about demons or curses. It's about something that doesn't follow any rules. Something quiet, patient, and far too real. Ben had what most people want: a fresh diploma, a good job, a modest apartment on the 13th floor of an old building, and a city big enough to disappear into. For a while, everything felt right. The noise of the city comforted him. The crowds gave him peace. He was just another face among millions. Until he wasn't. At first, it was just a feeling, the kind you can't explain, like something inside your chest won't sit still. Ben started waking up in the middle of the night, not from a sound, not from a dream, just awake, heart pounding, skin cold, and every time he smelled it. Cigarette, smoke, not strong, not fresh, just a faint trace in the air, hanging above his bed like a memory. He didn't smoke. None of his neighbors smoked. The window was closed. The vents were clean. But the smell kept coming back. Not every night, just sometimes. Random. Inexplicable. At first, he'd wake up, notice the smell, feel unsettled. But then, he'd fall back asleep. And the next day went on like nothing happened. But over time, it changed. The smell came more often, stronger, closer. And then, the nightmares started. He saw himself walking through the apartment, but things were wrong. The furniture shifted. The walls breathed. Doors that should have been closed were wide open. And then, that weight, pressing down on his chest, not imagined, not dreamed. It was real. Like something or someone was on top of him. He'd wake up gasping for breath, eyes wide, skin damp, and that smell. Always that thin, ghostly line of cigarette, smoke in the air. Over time, he began to see things, not directly, just movement. In the corner of his eyes, a shadow, a shape, gone the second he turned, but the feeling remained. He was being watched. Then, one morning, a knock at the door. The caretaker delivering some mail, just routine. But Ben couldn't help himself. The words came out before he thought about them. "Hey, do you ever smell cigarette smoke around here? Late at night?" The caretaker paused. His face tightened, like he knew something. "Why?" he asked. Ben shrugged, trying to sound casual. "I've been waking up to it every night. Thought maybe someone on the floor below." The caretaker was quiet, then finally said, "The man who lived here before you. He smoked. Lived here alone. Over 30 years. Died in bed." They didn't find him for a while. Ben's heart sank. Which room was his? The caretaker looked down the hall, then pointed. "Yours." Ben didn't say anything. He walked back to his apartment, slow at first, then faster. The moment he opened the door, it hit him. The smell, thick, heavy, like someone had just lit a cigarette next to his bed. The pressure returned. Right there in the hallway, he could feel it. Not on his chest this time. Behind him. Watching. Waiting. He packed what he could and left. That same night, never went back. Never even passed by the building again. Ben is fine now. He lives somewhere else, far from that street, far from that apartment. He doesn't tell the story often, not because he forgot, but because remembering brings it back. He sleeps with a fan on, always keeps a window cracked, and never ignores a smell. Because sometimes, when the room is too quiet, when the air gets still, he feels it again. That weight and that smell. Cigarette smoke from no one.